Are we standing on the edge of a cosmic disaster? Or is 2024 YR4 just another harmless rock passing by? In this video, I'm going to give you the complete picture. You'll learn exactly why NASA first locked onto this asteroid, and what makes it so intriguing. Then we'll explore a step-by-step breakdown of what would really happen if it slammed into Earth. And finally, I'll show you the latest, cutting-edge strategies scientists are developing to deflect a dangerous asteroid before it ever reaches us. By the end of this video, you'll know whether you should be genuinely concerned about 2024 YR4, or if the headlines have been overblown. Buckle up, because when it comes to planetary defense, the truth might surprise you. So, what's up with 2024 YR4, and how did we even spot it? Like many near-Earth objects, or NEOs, this asteroid was picked out by telescopes scanning the skies for anything that doesn't follow the usual patterns of stars or known planets. NASA and other space agencies keep a watchful eye on a massive catalog of asteroids, especially those that swing by Earth's orbit more often than not. It's all part of the Planetary Defense Coordination Office's job. Their duty is to identify, track, and characterize these space rocks before they pose any real threat. Now, if you're asking yourself, why has this particular asteroid caught the spotlight? Here's the short answer: because it's passing relatively close to us, on an astronomical scale at least. And anytime an asteroid's orbital path intersects, or nearly intersects Earth's orbit, scientists give it special attention to measure just how close it might come. In the grand scheme of cosmic distances, this asteroid is not necessarily the biggest or the deadliest. But whenever an object's orbit calculations show even the tiniest chance of intersecting with Earth, we pay attention. That's the baseline for planetary defense. Check the odds and be prepared, just in case. So, 2024 YR4 exists. We know a bit about its orbit, and NASA's definitely watching. But what if the unthinkable happened? Let's talk worst-case scenarios. What if it actually hit Earth? As soon as you hear asteroid impact, your mind might flash to dramatic Hollywood movies with city-sized explosions. But let's break it down more scientifically. The impact consequences largely depend on two main factors: size and speed. Most asteroids that make headlines are typically tens to a few hundreds of meters across, which might sound small, until you realize that even a relatively modest asteroid can unleash an explosive power rivaling a nuclear bomb if it collides with Earth. Scientists categorize potential impact energies using measurements comparable to TNT yields. An asteroid just 50 meters wide could flatten a city if it comes in fast and at a steep angle. Larger than that, and you're talking about regional devastation. Or worse. For reference, the infamous Chelyabinsk meteor that exploded over Russia in 2013 was only about 20 meters wide, yet it shattered windows across multiple towns and injured over 1,000 people. Now, let's hypothetically apply this to 2024 YR4. If it were to land in an unpopulated area like a desert or ocean, it would still create an enormous shockwave, but the human toll might be minimal. However, if it struck near a major city, we could be looking at a catastrophic scenario. Damaged infrastructure, fires, potential casualties, and possibly widespread panic. The Earth wouldn't be wiped out, but the localized destruction would be serious. But here's the silver lining. NASA's data crunching algorithms let us predict, with pretty good accuracy, if an asteroid is on a collision course, often years in advance. That means more often than not, we have a heads up to plan and respond, if the risk is significant. So, we've acknowledged that a significant asteroid impact can be devastating. But that leads to a crucial question. If we ever do see a real threat, can we stop it? You might be envisioning some sci-fi scenario where astronauts plant explosives on an asteroid to blow it to pieces. Hollywood loves that storyline. In reality, NASA and other agencies prefer the concept of a deflection mission, nudging an asteroid off course so it passes by Earth instead of hitting us. The idea is not to destroy the asteroid, but to change its path just enough to miss our planet. You may have heard about NASA's DART, Double Asteroid Redirection Test mission, which successfully tested this concept by slamming a spacecraft into an asteroid called Dimorphos. The collision altered Dimorphos's orbit around a larger asteroid, demonstrating that we can indeed change an asteroid's trajectory on purpose. This was a huge milestone because it marks the first time humanity has proven we can intentionally move a celestial body, albeit a small one, through space. So, if an asteroid like YR4 were to be on a truly dangerous collision course, NASA could theoretically launch a similar deflection mission. The earlier we detect the threat, the easier the job becomes, because altering an asteroid's path by even a fraction of a degree, months or years before a potential impact, can make all the difference. What does all this say about our future? On one hand, it's reassuring that we have surveillance programs capable of spotting these space rocks, and with successful missions like DART, we're getting better at forging a planetary defense. On the other hand, we're also reminded that Earth has been hit before, and it will likely be hit again, even if the timeline spans thousands or millions of years. That's simply how our solar system works. The good news is we're far from powerless. Humanity has come a long way from gazing at mysterious lights in the sky without any understanding. We now have telescopes, computer models, and actual space missions designed to protect our planet. It's like having an insurance policy. The odds of a catastrophic event may be small, but the stakes are literally global, so we plan accordingly. So, should you be worried about this YR4 asteroid? The short answer is no, not really. NASA's data, at least so far, shows there is no immediate threat. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't pay attention. Asteroids are part of the cosmic environment we live in, occasional reminders that Earth is not isolated from the rest of the solar system. Whether YR4 or another rock crosses our path, it's a question of when, not if, we'll have to put our planetary defense to the test one day. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that space can be equal parts awe-inspiring and humbling. We live in an era where we can spot potentially hazardous asteroids years in advance and even demonstrate missions to redirect them. That's pretty incredible when you think about it. A future where we safeguard our planet from cosmic threats sounds a lot more like science fiction, but it's happening right now, step by step. Isn't it mind-blowing that we've gone from watching the skies for omens to strategically planning asteroid nudges? As we continue to learn more about asteroids like 2024 YR4, you can bet scientists, researchers, and space agencies will keep refining their techniques. Better detection methods, improved rocket technology, and advanced missions. Each newly discovered object is another test of our readiness. And each close pass that doesn't lead to disaster is a reminder that with knowledge and preparation, we can meet these challenges head-on. Thank you for tuning into Amazing Space. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more cosmic discoveries.